get nothing back. Wherever I go, it's the same. There's no excuses, no one to blame. Sometimes I can't understand how it can be so hard to stay out of pain. But with you everything has changed, even though we both stay the same. Would you call me on the midnight train?
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my very first YouTube video and I'm super excited. I am happy that I finally got to do this. I have been procrastinating starting up my YouTube channel for the longest, and finally today it's happening. Whoa, I am really happy. I can't even explain it. So in today's video, the video I was meant to do actually kind of got messed up. I was supposed to do a glossy eyeshadow makeup look or glossy eye look, but I kind of messed up while filming it. But so then I decided to turn it into a Valentine's Day GRWM hair, makeup and outfit. Yeah, that's what I am doing, a Val Day GRWM makeup inspired tutorial thingy. That's what I am doing. Yeah, so starting off, I started off with the Eva Naturals serum. It's the vitamin C serum with 2% salicylic acid. I don't really know what the actual name is called, I've forgotten, but yeah, that's the serum I use. And after which I went into my lip gloss and applied it on my lips because I don't like chapped lips and I can't be on camera looking all dry and cranky. Well, after applying my lip gloss, I went into my moisturizer. The moisturizer I used in this video was the Innisfree Emotion moisturizer. I don't really know what it's called, guys. Yeah, but it's the Innisfree. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name correctly or not, but that's the moisturizer I used. And then after moisturizing my skin, I went straight into my primer. For primer, I used two different primers. The first primer I used was the Milk Hydro Glue primer. Guys, I really love this primer. Just that I got the small size and it's not really a lot, so I have to be careful while using it, otherwise I know I'll be batting myself in this primer. Yeah, I love this primer. After applying the primer all over, I use this primer for like all over my face, and then after applying that, I went into the Makeup Forever mattifying primer and I used it on my T-zone area and on my cheek where I have larger pores. I massaged that into my skin, and afterwards I'll be going into my foundation. The foundation I'll be using today is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. Guys, at first I'm just going to do a mini review first on this foundation. When I got this foundation, I really hated it. I didn't know why I hated it. Maybe because my skin was textured at that point, and whenever I applied this foundation, it made my skin look even worse. It didn't feel blended. It did not sit right on my skin, and the shade was just off, and so I just left it. I had this foundation over a year ago, but recently I picked it up and decided to give it a try, and right now I'm telling you, this is my go-to foundation for every freaking day. It's lightweight. It's like, should I say low to medium coverage, but you can definitely build it up to a medium coverage, and if you need it to be like fuller, you can just use a concealer to spot correct the places that you need more coverage. I love this foundation so much. By the way, guys, the foundation was not really my shade, so I decided to go in and mix it. I actually mixed it with another foundation that was warmer than my skin tone. That way it blends in evenly. Now after I mixed it with the other foundation, it just gave me a beautiful finish, and I instantly loved that foundation, and every day I reach out for this foundation. So if you have the opportunity to pick it up, please pick it up. You will not regret it. After applying the foundation, I'll be color correcting using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer. I don't know if that's the right name, but that's the only concealer Fenty Beauty has in their product line. So yeah, I'll be using the Fenty Beauty Concealer in the shade 430. Now, mind you, I could have used an orange color corrector, but I don't like the feeling of having an orange color corrector. It just has a way of showing through my powder, showing through my makeup that it's orange and warm, so I tend to not use an orange color corrector. But I like this concealer because it leans towards like warm orange tone on my skin tone, so I usually use this to color correct, and I color correct the places where I have hyperpigmentations and dark. I don't necessarily have dark circles, but mostly hyperpigmentation and dark spots. After applying it, I'm just going to be blending it in. Blend. You want to give it a good blend and make sure the whole thing is sitting right on your skin. And that's it. The next clip you'll be seeing is a clip of me using my concealer. The concealer I chose for this video was the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer, and then I went over it with the NARS Natural Radiant Creamy Concealer. The Maybelline concealer, I like it, but it's just not my preference for under the eyes. It dries fast. It's not mattifying. It doesn't really mattify you, like gives you the tight feeling of it being mattified. It just dries down really fast. And for me, I like the concealer that is really creamy. Like my top 2 favorite concealer any day would be the Too Faced Born This Way concealer and the NARS Natural Radiant Concealer. I love those concealer. Well, those are the ones I've used so far, and that is the kind of concealer I look out for whenever I'm doing my under eyes. I like those concealer because they are creamy. I don't like this concealer. It's creamy, but my only con about it is that it dries down fast. So yeah, after applying that concealer, I just blended it in under my eyes, and now I'll be going into the NARS concealer. For this concealer, I'll be applying it and then I will leave it to sit there for a while to cook up, to marinate, and to get ready for me to blend it. Yeah, when I apply that concealer, I usually let it sit because that doesn't dry fast, and it gives me more coverage than the Maybelline one, because obviously I allowed it to sit and it's also creamier than the Maybelline. And after applying the concealer, I'm going into my bronzer, my contour. I don't know if I should call it a contour or a bronzer. I don't really know which one is called. I do know the difference, but I don't know what to call this. But it's a stick foundation. It's the Black Opal stick foundation, and then I apply that around the perimeters of my forehead and under my cheekbones. And now I'll be going into the GRWM high coverage concealer. This is in the shade Hazelwood, and the Black Opal concealer is in the shade Carob. And I like to mix this because like the Hazelwood concealer is kind of chocolatey. I just like the shade of it, and I like to have that shade on my forehead. So now I'm going in and I'm blending it with a beauty blender. I'm blending it with a brush. I am just going to blend it, blend. You guys, you see why I don't apply foundation on my head? Because I already feel like I'm going to use this concealer on my forehead, the stick foundation and the concealer. That's already a lot of product on my forehead, and the more product I have on my forehead, the cakier it looks, the cakier it gets. So I try to avoid using a lot of product on my forehead. So yeah, now I'm just blending in everything, contouring my nose. I don't really like the structured contoured nose. I like it being there but not being there. It's not like I have a wide nose or anything, but yeah, that's it. Going back into the beauty blender that I use for my foundation, and I'm just trying to blend everything in to even out the whole thing so there are no harsh lines and none of that shit. Sorry for using curse words, guys. After blending it, I'll be going in now to blend my under eyes, the concealer, because the concealer has sat for a while. and the concealer has set itself for a while now. I'm going to blend I am blending my under eyes, making sure there are no creases and none of that. So I am going to be applying my powder next, my setting powder rather. The setting powder I'll be using in today's video is it is the Becker powder. I have totally forgotten the name of this powder, guys. I can't remember the name of the powder, but it is the powder. It is also in like a mini travel size. I like this powder. I thought I wouldn't like it at first, but I do like the powder. So now the next clip you'll see is me applying the powder under my eyes. Now this is the powder. I don't know what it's called, but all the products I used will be linked in my description box below. The product and the shades, I'm just going to list them in my description box. So if you have any complaints or like if you just want to check up on the product or the shade, do check my description box. They'll all be there. Guys, I just want to use this opportunity to address some things that I found out was wrong with this video. First off, you see the shadow behind me. It was in this video the whole time. That's because I don't really have proper lighting, but I promise you by my next video, by the time I'll be filming my next video, the lighting will be way better than it is now. Yeah, and also if when I turn, you see like I don't know what to call it. Is it a scar thingy on my neck? I'm quite aware of that, so please don't point it out because I already know it's there. Now I'm going into my bronzer, and I'm using the Fenty Beauty Coconutty bronzer to warm up my cheeks and my forehead. I like to use this bronzer, but this bronzer is not dark enough for me the way I like it. I like that red undertone on my head. So since this coconutty is not giving me that warmish bronzy look, I'll be going into the Milani pressed powder in the shade Earth Glow, and I'm going to be using that to kind of deep in my bronzer and warm it up a bit. As you guys can see, yeah, the Earth Glow, the Milani Earth Glow powder is really dark. No, it's really warm, so I have to use this with a light hand, otherwise it could go south any minute. So I tend to use it with a light hand. Now I'm just bronzing my nose, or contouring my nose rather, under my lips. I like this because it kind of makes my lips look fuller and poutier when I apply my lip gloss. Now I'm going in with my NARS pressed powder. I don't know if this is I don't know what this powder is called, but it was meant for the under eye, but I use this all over my face because I like it. And who says I cannot use it for my face? I use this all over my face. This is what I use as my face powder. I cannot have this powder and go and be buying another powder, I beg. So I use it all over my face. Yeah, that's it. Apply. This powder is very sheer, and I don't like the fact that it's really sheer. Now I'm going into my Morphe setting mist, continuous setting mist, and I drenched my face in that. Now guys, this is where the mistake I made happened. I wasn't recording the clip of when I did my eyeshadow, my glossy eye. I didn't record the clip of my glossy eye, and the whole point of this video was to show you how to do a glossy eye that does not crease on you, because like other methods I've tried usually creases up on me in like 2 seconds, but this method never creases. Okay, it could probably crease, but it will be say after about 5 to 6 hours, that's when you can start noticing a bit of the creasing. And it's even at that, it's not even as bad as the other one creases. So what I use, my go-to glossy eye look, I use the Fenty Beauty cream contour. Fenty Beauty cream contour. I use it in the shade chocolate, and I go into the Fenty Beauty lip gloss. You can use any lip gloss of your choice, but I'm just telling you what I use, and this is what I usually use when I want to do a glossy eye look. I use the Fenty Beauty contour in the shade chocolate, and I mix it with a lip gloss and I apply it all over my eyes. After that, I went into my brow pomade and I just used it I use it on my brows. And now I'm going into my lipstick. For lipstick, guys, I did not have like an actual red lipstick, so I was just making use of everything I had, hoping it to come out nice. At first, I used the Morphe lip pencil in the shade Vibes, and after that I went in with my Beauty Line by DD lip pencil. This is a Nigerian brand, and after using the Beauty Line by DD, it kind of darkened the Morphe. Then I went into an e.l.f. This is like an e.l.f. lipstick. It's like a burnt orange shade, but that worked just fine. And then I went into my MAC lip gloss. This is a red shade of MAC lip gloss. I don't know what the name of this MAC lip gloss is because it has faded off, and I don't use red lipstick, so I was not about to go out and get a brand new red lipstick for this video. The last time I wore a red lipstick was like in 2019, so yeah, I didn't see the point. I decided to use what I had to get what I want, and you guys can't see. I was really loving this look at this point. Come on, yeah. By the way, guys, I went off camera to apply my lashes and my liner, and I lined my eyes off camera. And now the star of the show, Fenty. I use a lot of Fenty products. The star of the show is the Fenty Beauty Cognac Candy highlighter. Guys, I love this highlighter. As you can see, this highlighter was made for people of my shade. If you fall under the category of Fenty Beauty foundations from the shade 380, 385 to about 430, 450, I promise you would love this. This just takes your look from 0 to 100. Guys, like, since I got this highlighter, I don't usually reach out for any other highlighters that I own. This is what I always use, and now that's like, I think that's all. That's the end of the video, guys. I know I kind of messed up, but just bear with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Turn on your post notification if you enjoyed this video, and leave a comment in the comment section.
We both stay the same. Would you call me on the midnight train? Would you come over when nothing's right? Would you hold me tight?